crazy cartoon background.
I know.
Okay, am I in?
Yeah.
I'll scoot over. Hey.
Hello.
So, we're back this Wednesday. If you recall, last Wednesday, we did our very first coffee break with Seaglass, and it was with Elaine with Clary Hollow. And we got a great response to the video. She had a fabulous response on her Etsy page, and she also got a great response at the market this past weekend. So we decided to continue on with sharing the information that Elaine has for us. It's a great way for us to learn about skin and using natural products. So we're here today with Elaine, who is with Clary Hollow, one of the vendors at Seaglass.
All right.
And she has brought her masks today, and that's what we're going to discuss. So rather than going through all the products we have, we're hoping that maybe once a week we'll discuss a product and explain its uses. So today we've decided to go with the masks. So I guess my first question is, what is a mask and how often should you use one?
Okay, so a mask, I like to think of it as skin food, something a little extra that your skin needs.
Okay.
So you wash your skin every day, you moisturize it. This is just a little bump. I use a mask probably once to twice a week.
Okay.
And it kind of just depends on what your skin needs. If your skin needs a little brightening or your pores are a little clogged, you want to clean them out, this will give you that little extra boost that you need.
Okay. So you have 4 in your line.
Yes.
And why don't you explain or tell us the names of the 4 and explain what each of them is for?
Okay. So I have them lined up pretty much from mild to heavy duty. So this first one is a soothing mask, and that one has coconut and oatmeal and a very mild clay. So that's really good for moisturizing.
Okay.
And putting some protein back in your skin, because your protein in your skin is what's going to help you rebuild skin, which when you get older you lose it and you want it back. Yes, pretty much. So that's the first one. So this is very mild clay, and that's really good for sensitive skin.
Okay.
Okay, so the second one is a purifying mask, and that one has Fuller's Earth Clay, which is really good at making your skin radiant. It was actually one of the first clays used as a beauty mask.
Okay.
Ever. So this one and that one just has the Fuller's Earth Clay. I don't feel like you need anything more. And this one is actually one that I will use to cleanse my face with. And this is something we talked about before. So I'll use it every other day sometimes just to cleanse it instead of using soap. My face doesn't like a lot of soap.
Okay. I'm going to have to check that one out because I don't use any soap of any kind on my face. I predominantly wash my face with water.
And that's what I do.
And
yes.
I do one of your masks, and I'll tell you which one when we get to it, about once a week.
Really?
Unless I'm having a problem, like I had a couple of zits, to be blunt, this week that just randomly popped up on my nose, and I'll spot mask.
Yep.
Like just right there.
No, that's perfect.
5 minutes before I get in the shower.
Yeah. And that's exactly when I use it too, right before I get in the shower. If you put it on 5 minutes before and then wash it right off in the shower.
Yeah, that's how I do it as well.
It's perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so the next one, this is good for all skin types. And this one is the sea clay mask with coconut and cucumber. So the sea clay is a medium clay, and I base it with a kaolin clay too, which is a mild clay, so it's not going to strip your skin. But it also has the coconut milk powder, again with the protein, and it has papaya and banana powder, which has a lot of vitamins and antioxidants.
Does it smell delicious, or do you not? do you smell the fruit in it,
or
is
smell
it?
a little bit of it, yeah, but it's still pretty mild.
To make you want to lick your face?
No, I don't suggest it.
Okay, just
but yeah, and the papaya powder, and it actually also helps to get rid of your dead skin cells, which can clog pores and make your skin look dull. So that one's really good for brightening.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's my all-around favorite. That's the one that I use the most.
Okay, before you get to the last one, how do they work? Is it a cream or is it a powder or?
It is actually a powder, and I'll show you how we're gonna mix it when we do Brad's mask.
Yeah, because for those of you who don't really follow us, Brad yesterday offered to be our guinea pig, or our model, let's say, to have a face mask put on if we could raise $100 for the Lindsay M. Benton Foundation. Of course, Elaine jumped on it and donated the first $10. But then Peter, who is a dear friend of ours, both of ours, and who is a vendor at Seaglass Salvage Market, usually an outdoor vendor, bumped it right up to 100 immediately. So it took like 2 minutes for us to raise the $100. So Brad is going to allow us to mix a mask, put one on his face. He'll wait the 5 minutes, wash it, and then let us know, honestly, because he will be honest, as to whether or not he feels a difference in his skin. So she's gonna she's gonna mix the one she's decided that he should use today, and then after we apply it to his face, we'll wait 5 minutes and he can remove it. So if you don't mind mixing one up for us.
Yes, we can do that. Okay, so I've chosen the sea clay one. Like I said, it's my favorite, especially right now in the summertime. It's really good. So, like we said before, it's a powdered mask. I don't know if you can see that.
Okay.
Okay. So then the directions are on it, but you just take a little bit of the mask, mix it in a bowl, and just add a little bit of water.
Where did you get your little bowl and your little mixer there? Because it's super adorable.
Isn't that cute? Amazon.
Amazon?
Yeah.
Adorable. I love it.
Thank you. And so the reason that I do them powdered is because as soon as you add water to a product is when you need a preservative to preserve it.
Oh, okay.
And clay is actually very hard to preserve, so you need a very heavy-duty preservative, which isn't good for your skin.
Right.
So if you do it as you go, make it as you go, then you don't need the preservative too.
So then I'm going to ask a question. And you guys are welcome to ask questions. So if you're curious about a specific mask, there is a time delay. So you'll type out a question and hit send, and you'll see it on your screen. It'll be about a minute or two before it pops up for us to see it. So if you do have any questions while we're going along, please feel free to ask, and we'll answer as we go. But I mix little batches, and I use similar to that, but it's even smaller. It's like a little Rubbermaid round thing. I think it's for condiments, to be honest with you. And I mix it up in there, and I use probably a quarter of it, cover it, make sure I get as much air out of it as I can, and I put it in a drawer in my bathroom, and then I use it again a week later. Should I not be doing that?
No, you should not.
Okay. Don't do that, guys.
Yeah,
don't do that.
Not a good idea. If you do that, refrigerate it and use it within a week.
Oh, okay.
Because stuff
so I can make 2 uses, just throw it in the fridge.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it'll start growing stuff.
It does. It has never. Like, I've never opened it and thought, oh my, there's some sort of funk in there, I'm not going to use this. Like, every time it's looked fine.
Yes. And that's the thing, is even if it looks fine, sometimes there's stuff in there. Yeah.
See? You're welcome.
Yeah.
I saved you from some sort of yeast infection of the face. Bradford, are you ready? He growled, for those of you who didn't hear it.
He's being a good sport. But yeah, see? And then you just make it some mud consistency. And you can really make it any consistency you want. If you want it a little thinner, you don't want a heavy-duty mask.
I make it like super thick. I don't know why. I like to feel it on my face.
And some people do, and some people don't. When you put the mask on, when it's done drying is when it's done doing its job. Because when it dries, it pulls the stuff out of the skin.
Okay.
It pulls the dirt and stuff out of the skin. So as soon as it's dry, it's done. So if you make it thicker, it's going to take longer to dry.
All right, so when I walk around, I don't know, for 30 minutes before I get in the shower, it's
not
okay.
necessary, but
it's not doing any harm.
No.
So I do that too, just to let you know. All right, so Mr. Benton.
Would you like to put it on?
Sure, unless you want to do it. So which one is this?
This is a sea clay.
Sea clay face mask with coconut and cucumber. Do you want to taste it?
No, I'm good.
Let me turn around here. Okay. All right, so if you want to speak about, and I can use this as an applicator?
Yes.
Okay. If you want to speak about your next one, you can go ahead and go on, because we didn't discuss the last one yet.
No, so this one is also one of my favorites. It's the detox mask, and that one has activated charcoal, which is huge right now. Activated charcoal is really good at pulling everything out of the pores. It absorbs the toxins and then takes them out of your skin. And then it also has bentonite clay, which is a really heavy-duty clay. Again, used to pull everything out of your skin. Bentonite clay and an activated charcoal actually make an electric charge that helps to boost.
This is getting very scientific.
I know.
You did this to me last time.
Sorry.
You know, I'm always using the head. It's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You want to only do half your face? There's a difference. You don't want to do your forehead? Too late.
Yeah, now you put it up there too.
I can put it up with your receding hairline. Oh, sorry. So is there, I'm assuming I went too close into his, should I be going under eye?
Not fully under eye, no. You don't want to
because they
get it in
say,
your eye.
yeah, and also isn't that skin like super sensitive compared to the rest of your
It
of your
is.
face?
So that one should be fine under
you
there,
turn
but
that
something
way?
like the detox mask would be too much to put under your eyes.
Okay. So I'll try to keep this one more like that.
And the detox mask is really good right now in the summertime when you're sweating and your pores get clogged. Sunscreen, I use it a lot after I'm outside all day at the pool or at a market. And I just feel like my skin needs a really deep clean.
Don't be backing away from me. Last little section here.
Okay.
Okay, so I normally, that was my finger, I didn't want to get it in here. I normally apply this with my fingers, and this is not the one I use. I used the last one that you discussed.
Mm-hmm.
The reason being is, well, there's two reasons. Like I said, I don't really use anything on my face, so I feel like when I do, I might as well really go all out.
Mm-hmm.
And I do have bad skin.
Mm-hmm.
Some parts are oily, some parts are dry, and I just feel like, I think we got it. Don't be making faces. You want to get all the areas.
Yeah.
What
Okay,
about
good.
up in here? Okay, so now he just hangs out for 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, you're welcome to hang here, or you can leave and we'll call you back.
Got an egg timer.
I do not have an egg timer. So I use this one, and I apply it with my fingers, like literally super crook, almost like soap,
Yep.
and then just walk away. So
Yeah.
that's fine. You don't
That's
need to
absolutely-
use
yeah.
an applicator. You're good.
No, this is
Brad,
just
if
the
you want to
fancy way.
keep track for 5 minutes, you're handsome.
She loved one time.
Yeah,
You
we're
did
good.
you? Okay.
I'll even take it, sprinkle a little in my hand, splash some water from the faucet. Like, you don't have to measure everything out, just as long as it's the consistency that you want, and then just rub it in and throw it on your face.
Oh, see, that's probably going to be better for me because I hate wasting it. So I feel like if I always make too much.
Yeah.
Because I, put the powder in, too much water, more powder, too much powder. So before I know it, my little Tupperware thing is full.
Yeah.
So I don't want to toss it, which
Right.
you've just told me that I can't reuse it.
No.
So I like that idea a lot. So just to let you know that I have really, really sensitive skin, like horribly sensitive. For those of you who've known me my whole life, you know there was a period of my life where I had severe adult cystic acne. So I had like a beard of acne.
Oh.
I went for steroid shots and everything, like
Wow.
in the acne, and all it did was piss it off
Yeah.
and make it red.
I bet.
And now I have whiskers every now and then, and I feel like it's from the steroids. But that's a whole other video. But I use this, and I do not break out from it. So many times I've gone for facials in my life, and they have told me, well, expect to break out a little bit because we're cleaning out your pores and it's going to happen. And
Yeah.
I don't break out from this.
Good.
My pores get clean. My face feels clean. I can feel that layer of dead skin being lifted.
Yes.
But I don't wake up the next day with 3 pimples. So I know that it's working, but it's not, I don't want to have skin that's broken out to
No.
have skin that's eventually going to be clear. Like,
Yes.
that just makes no sense to me.
I'm the same way. I get really irritated by a lot of stuff, and so these don't irritate me. That's one of the things when I'm making and testing is afterwards your skin, when you use a mask, afterwards your skin should feel good. It should feel different.
No, it shouldn't hurt. It shouldn't burn. It shouldn't
No.
be bright red.
Yes, absolutely.
It should
not.
feel refreshed.
Yes.
Okay, so that's important to know. I'm going to take a quick peek just to see if there's any questions, because unfortunately I can't read from a distance, so my big fat face is going to come in here for a minute. Kaya would like to know if all of these are available on your Etsy page for out-of-towners.
Yes, they are.
Okay, so they're not exclusive for Seaglass. These are your products that are available on your Etsy page.
Yes.
Okay, so that's good to know. Thank you for the question, Kyle. And I think we're good otherwise as far as questions, but please feel free to ask. And what else do I want to know from you? So what is the deal with the clay? Like, they are, all of them have some form of clay in them?
Yes.
Okay, so
the clay is what is the base of the mask. That's what's going to help clear out your pores. And each clay, I guess, has a different purpose. So, like, kaolin clay in this one is very mild clay, and it doesn't draw out as much stuff as the bentonite clay, which is a heavy-duty clay.
Okay.
And, like, this one they call China clay. It makes your skin feel velvety.
Okay.
And soft. Whereas the bentonite clay, like I said, it's a heavy duty. It's going to pull all that stuff out. It's still going to make your skin soft, but it's not going to do what the kaolin clay does.
Okay. So we have 4 types of masks. They are all, can I say 100% natural or 100% organic, or what is the terminology that you use?
They are all natural. There's no chemicals or anything like that. And then, like I said, that's why I do them powdered, so you can add the water as you go, and then you don't need the preservative. One other thing too that I just thought of that I'll mention is that you don't need to just do water. You can use any kind of liquid.
Like what?
Much. Like you can use cold green tea or chamomile tea or rose hydrosol, a floral water. You can even use milk, or I think my mom said that she used honey the other day with one of them.
Really?
Yeah.
What about, so I'm on this new kick with MCT oil.
Yep.
Can I use that?
You can. It won't dry like it normally would,
Okay.
but it will add a conditioning factor to your skin.
Okay. So now I don't use any moisturizer, zero,
Yeah.
because I'm terrified of it, which, you know, anybody who is in their 50s and dealing with worrying about anti-aging, but still getting pimples, will understand how stressful it is to find a good skincare line.
Yes.
Because I'll find something that will help me with my acne, but it will dry my skin out. I'll find something that will help with my, I guess, elasticity, I'm going to say, but I break out from it.
Right.
So it's like you have to decide if you want to have wrinkles or acne. You can't choose to work or fix both.
Right.
So if I use, what is the soap that I use on my face that has the melaleuca in it of yours?
The Secret Weapon.
Okay, so I use the Secret Weapon Secret
Secret
soap.
Weapon soap.
That was not easy to say. Just plain water. One of these masks once a week, and your coffee under eye oil. If I was brave enough to try a moisturizer or a face oil, what would you recommend for me? Knowing, only because not only from this, she knows my skin in general, because I'm constantly complaining about it. So what would you recommend for my last step, my moisturizing step?
I would really try the rose face oil.
Okay.
And mainly because it has evening primrose oil in it, which helps to balance the hormones on your skin, especially for women.
Right.
So that'll help with the acne, but then moisturize too. Because sometimes it is hard to think about putting oil on your skin, especially when you have skin problems. But sometimes that's what your skin wants when it's dry and it's begging for moisture.
Right, right. And mine
sometimes
has to be.
it'll break out because it's acting out pretty much.
Right. And it could be because it needs moisture, and I'm assuming it's because it needs to be dried out, and I'm just making a bad situation worse.
Yes. Especially with the acne products, like you said, they dry your skin out because that's what they're meant to do. They're meant to take all that oil out of your skin.
Yeah, like my nose will literally peel like I've been in the sun when I use it daily. Like say I have a bad breakout, and I end up using it every day, or, you know, there are times when, of course, and I feel like it happens with every woman, when you have an event coming up.
Yeah. You're gonna
you know,
break
a
out.
week before you're
Yeah.
going to get too big.
Yeah.
You know, they're not like little.
No.
They're massive.
Yes.
So then I'm crazy with the benzoyl peroxide and
don't
whatever I
wanna
can
do that.
find. And all I'm doing, in, you know, to be blunt, is pissing my skin off.
Exactly. You're aggravating.
Yeah. Well, I'd say piss it off. So go over the names one more time for me. And also, this is a decent size. So this is 2.3 ounces.
Yes, and it says it makes 7 to 10 masks.
Okay, that was my question.
Yeah.
So if I use this once a week, it's going to last me 7 to 10 weeks?
Mhm. And a lot of people say it lasts them longer.
Might last me way longer.
Yeah, I know. It depends on how much you use and how you mix it. I do think that we're way overdue for Brad. I think we forgot about
Bradford,
him.
can you wash your face? First, come tell us how you feel. Pretty, did we say? Yeah, but first tell us how it feels on your face. Does it hurt? Is it uncomfortable? Does it feel like it's cleaning? Does it feel tight?
It does feel tight,
Yeah,
So-
and that's what you want it to
Yeah.
feel like.
but it feels good. It smells
Nothing's burning? You don't feel funky? Okay. All right, wash it off and then come tell us how you feel. And I'm going to peek quick.
Okay.
I think we're good. Looks like somebody just commented something. What is the best mask for aging skin?
For aging skin, the soothing mask, because that
Okay.
has the coconut milk powder, which again puts that protein back in your skin, and it also has oatmeal, which is really good for soothing dry skin.
Okay.
And it has a mild clay, so it's not going to strip your skin, but it's just going to give it that extra boost.
Okay, so for aging women who are concerned about creams and moisturizers and wrinkles, that's the one that you would recommend for them.
Yes.
Okay, and then are they kid friendly? And how would you use it on a child? And what age should especially, and I hate to differentiate between boys and girls, but I feel like boys just don't have the stress. Well, maybe that's not true when it comes to adolescence, so
Right.
it depends. But at what age would you recommend a child, especially a child that's showing signs of skin problems,
Yeah.
what age would you recommend them to start a cleansing routine and a mask?
I would say as soon as they start having issues, because you don't want to mess with something that's not broken.
Okay,
So as soon
if
as-
they have clear skin and there's no problems, leave it alone.
Yes, absolutely, because their skin is obviously getting what they need. But if they start breaking out, hormones cause that. And I do have a few teenage boys that do use the mask,
Okay.
the
and
detox one.
This one?
Yep, the
Okay.
charcoal one, and have really good results with it. And yes, my products, I test them on my kids. That's one of the tests that I do. I'll be like, here, come here. Because if it's going to react with them, then I don't want
Right.
to have it in my
And
line.
your boys are how old?
6 and 9.
6 and 9. Okay, so
Yes.
they haven't hit that puberty bump yet.
No.
But you do know that it's safe on their skin that is still,
Yeah.
you know, not dealing with as much. I guess they do deal with as much toxins as we do, but they haven't dealt with them as long. So of course their skin is just better
Exactly.
than us.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to tell you too that no matter what I tell Elaine is wrong with me, she tells me to drink water.
Drink water.
So if you are having skin problems, you know, try Clary Hollow soaps, try the masks. Before you go out and spend hundreds of dollars, double, triple your water intake and use healthy organic products.
Yes.
So how do you feel?
great.
Does your skin feel different?
Yeah, it feels, I don't know, like, it just feels different.
Let me see. Let me smell. Oh, it does smell good.
Does
although
it?
he has cologne on, so. But it feels, you feel refreshed?
Yeah, I mean, it's like getting a facial at the house.
Look at that.
Facial at the house.
I like it.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
I think the last one, yes, kid-friendly is the last question. So Clary Hollow can be found at Seaglass the third weekend of every month, and she can be found on her Etsy page, which I'll put a link to. And can you also tell the people who are local what shops you can be found in?
Yes, so I'm at the Painted Mermaid in Southport, Sandalwood Shops in Leland, Primrose Cottage in Monkey Junction, Going Local in Mayfair, and then Pharmacy on Main in Whiteville. I have some products there too.
Okay, and Pharmacy on Main, just so you know, Elaine and I have gone there together. They, it's a bit of a ride from this area. I thought it was worth the trip, and plus when you don't go alone, I mean, it was me, her, and Maureen, so we chit-chatted the whole way and the whole way back. But it's a salt room, so it's a lot of fun. They have a lot of organic products. They have a lot of CBD products, oils and whatnot. So it was a fun little day trip. So if you're looking for something fun and healthy to do for yourself, you need a little self-care or just to run away for a little while, it's a fun place to go to.
It is.
And I think that's it. I think we've covered everything, unless you want to mention anything else about the masks. And
I don't think so. I think we pretty much covered
we're
everything.
good?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think so.
Cheers, big ears.
Yeah.
We did good.
All right.
And hopefully we'll see you next week. If there's any products of Elaine's that you've used or that you're curious about that you would like us to discuss in more detail, you know, just leave it in comments and we'll consider it for the next coffee break with Seaglass. And just to let you know, they're not always going to be this long. Like this time, even though it was just one product, it's 4 different types of that product.
Right.
So it took us a little longer to go through it. But if you just want to know about the coffee oil, under eye oil.
Under eye oil, yeah.
So tired. You know, we'll go over that, explain all about it, and that's going to be a quick 5-minute video. But we have no problem with that. So there's no, we don't need to make it super long or super short. However it works is how it works.
Yeah.
So again, Elaine with Clary Hollow, and we look forward to you visiting us at Seaglass. Thanks very much.